Hi, I'm Susan Sear. I would like to ask you a key question. Do you want to feel alive and excited every day and to have an edge in whatever work you do? Well, you can do that. And the way you do that is by expressing your talents. Let me share you a story of how I originally came upon this. When I was young, I graduated as a chemical engineer, and at that time, it was different for women. The sexual harassment laws hadn't been passed, and men openly called women incompetent, and I was spinning my wheels trying to prove myself. And I happened upon taking a talent test to discover my God-given talents. And it turns out our God-given talents are how we relate to people, how we solve problems, and how we visualize our ideas. So I took the results of that and I focused, instead of trying to prove myself, just expressing my God-given talents in my work. And one of the things that men used to do to try to prove we were incompetent was to give us problems that people hadn't been able to solve yet. So they gave me one of those problems that over 10 years had not been able to solve. So another young female engineer and I decided to work together on an experiment. And we went to the manufacturing plant and installed some equipment to try this experiment. And over 5 days, we ran our experiment, sent the product to the packaging line to be tested by quality assurance, and we were on our way home to the main office thinking we'll get the results next week and we can evaluate. And I got a call from the plant manager. And she and I are sweating thinking, uh-oh, we messed up the packaging line and we're getting fired. But instead, it was a call saying, I need you two to stay there and make this a permanent change to our manufacturing line. Because this is the best product quality assurance ever saw us produced. Gosh, we were so excited. We made the change. We saved millions of dollars for our company. Well, I learned a great lesson. Use your God-given talents and forget trying to prove yourself to anybody. So over the course of the years, I took that and I added my strengths, and I added a knowledge of power to it as well. I found that there are 9 powers associated with passions. And what I did is I added all that, and over the course of the years, I was able to develop and help others develop more than 28 products and processes that are still commercial to this day. And my crowning moment came when my heart was deeply touched by giving tears of joy to a young scientist who had this idea with just a small test on his lab bench. And in 9 months, I helped him develop a commercial process and clinical trial products that he got FDA approval to try. And the test results from those products were better than what he had on his lab bench. And he came to thank me. And he had tears in his eyes, and he brought tears to my eyes too. Because to be able to touch someone in that way, to see their dreams come true, was just wonderful. And I would call that the real crown in my moments. And I would like you to have crowning moments. So I developed a product that contains all of my knowledge and experience of discovering your strengths, discovering your powers, and discovering your talents. And I'd like to share it with you. So why don't you click below and check out more about this wonderful course so you can live your dreams and touch your heart every day like I do.